What's crackling, fam? What's crackling? It's your boy Black at you, back at you with another short one just for you, fam. This show's gonna be about a discussion I had last night with some young bucks. Discussion was how they can say how old heads always trying to put the blame on young bucks and things like that. I said, yeah, that is true. Y'all gonna do the same thing. You know, as our parents did to us, we do it to y'all, y'all gonna do it. That's just the way it goes. Evolution, you know what I'm saying? But I was saying this, I was like, nowadays, what threw us off, I'm talking to young bloods out there, they know I'm real Afrocentric, you know, Africa, right? So I was telling them, bro, I said, nowadays, y'all become a certain age and think you're men, but you never proved that you're a man. Just because you come to a certain age at 18, I'm a man doesn't mean nothing. You're supposed to do something to prove that you are a man, right? They're like, what you talking about? What you talking about? And I was talking about rites of passage. Rites of passage, tribes, and African tribes. So from where we come from, Africans. I don't know what you do on this Indian stuff. That's y'all stuff. And how, to your Indian dudes out there, right? But for us African brothers out there, you know, the original man, you know what I'm saying? In our cultures, we had things called like rites of passages, where the young men would go places, maybe to the woods, survive out there 1, 2 months, 3 months, whatever the case may be, you know. He go out there, he got nothing on but put a pair of drawers on, you know what I'm saying, maybe a little spear to catch some chow. You know what I'm saying? He does that for 3 months. Then he comes back, he survives, and then he comes back with no help from no one, because no one can go out there and help him either, you know what I'm saying? He does it by himself, and he comes back home. They'll say, wow, he's a man now. He can be made the rite of passage. That means now he's 18 years old, whatever his age, the tribe says he got to go out there and do that. But when it comes back, he's a man now. He's considered a man now. That means he'll have to sit there with the little kids no more. That means now he might get a little hat or some kind of special necklace, whatever it is. Now he can sit there with the adults. You know what I'm saying? He can be a part of for not maybe with the elders, but he probably can sit there amongst the elders. You know what I'm saying? Have a voice now. Why? Because he's a man now. These are things that we lost in our culture. We don't have that. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm a man. You know what I'm saying? I'm 18, I'm a man, I'm a young man, this, then. But I have not proven, I've never done nothing to be called a man. How can you be 16, 17, 18 years old, you're a man, you live with your mama? Huh? You live home with your mama, she paying rent, buying food, and every damn thing for you. Probably still buying your goddamn clothes. But you couldn't call yourself a man. But you did nothing to prove you were a man. In our culture, African culture is different. Even if you want to be a king, there are things you must do. The young kings, the young, we'll say the king elect. He got to go out to the woods, you know what I'm saying? Especially our tribe, the Car tribe, Cameroon. The king said he had to go out there for a certain amount of time, maybe 1, 2, 3 months. I've got exact months of what it is. But they sit him out there with 3 females, right? He got to stay out there with this female, take care of them, get some food, make sure everybody eating, everything like that, take care of things. And within those 3 months, before he come back home, he must do his obligations, do the things he must do, whatever the list may be. But when he come back home, them 3 females must be pregnant. They must be pregnant. You must say, why is that be pregnant? Why? Because he's going to be the king of that tribe. And nobody wants no impotent king who can't make babies or something, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, can't make babies, you know what I'm saying? And our people, where we come from, polygamy is normal. Polygamy is normal. That's why people here talking about, oh, you're cheating, this and that. Y'all get that Western shit away from somebody, all that cheating stuff. There's more women than men on this earth. Therefore, that's the way it is. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to come this Christian stuff. Oh, I'm not accepting this. I'm not doing that there. That's your goddamn problem. I'm African. Okay? I'm African. All right? And for all the mothers can have 4 wives too. You know what I'm saying? Everyone have more and more wives than lives for us these prophets or whatever things you want to look at in history. All had them. All had them. And had a beard. Don't forget that too. All had beards. And it's like you must prove that you are a man. That's why I say something must be done or should be done. Not must be, but I say it should be done for a young man be considered a man now. It made me think about basic training. Basic training was something like a rite of passage for me, really, a little bit. Why? Because you away from home for a couple of months, and things you gotta do, exercise, wake up early, eat when they tell you. It's like pretty much like you on prisoner status. Mm-hmm. But you can't do nothing. It's back when it wasn't that co-ed shit. And we got there. They had females like maybe some other barracks. You get to see them, boy. He was horning them up. Like, boy, they walk march. They say the females march back. Oh, females. You know what I'm saying? You going back to the back. You going to rub one out. You know what I'm saying? Like nowadays, like these chumps nowadays, this military, all this co-ed stuff and trannies and no ask, don't tell. Right? Before I was base training, I say it's like a rite of passage for little bro. I think they should, all little brothers, they go to base training. 2-3 months. When they get 8 years old for something. Just teach them something. Survival tactics, hand-to-hand combat. Just things you need to be a man. Shoot a weapon. Break a weapon down. What's one thing that amazed me inside base training where you had to break your weapon, your M16A1 down, be blindfolded, and put it back together. And you did it. He's like, wow, I did this. It's like some shit like that was amazing to me, man. You know what I'm saying? Get to those hand grenades, claymore mines. I'm the guy back now, but this is back in a long time now as I did. You know what I'm saying? But it's like a rite of passage because you had lots of kids who came from all walks of earth, not all walks of earth, all walks of America. Inside base training. That's what really trips you out, young brother from Harlem, before that deal, you out there robbing, doing all crazy stuff there, messing the doors and stuff, right? You come base training. You meet people from all 50 states. People are nerds, country motherfuckers, rednecks, anything you can think of is inside there. You know what I'm saying? That's why I tell you, the white dudes are much advanced in drugs. Yes, in base training, what they do? Go on sick call, say they sick for whatever it is, and take the pills and get right the medicine. They'll come back me in the barracks, put that shit down on the bed, I'm on a bunk. I'm like, what y'all doing, man? All these pills, they mixing. They know these pills is for these dudes. These never 18-year-old goddamn kids, we all, most of us. They knew what these color pills was for, what to take them to get a buzz. I was like, man, y'all so goddamn, y'all dudes are really advanced. Talking black people, what I'm saying, my hair little bud, little nose king once in a while on the weekends or something like that. But these dudes, I was like, wow, really advanced. So you're seeing lots of things there. But it turns out they're advanced because a lot of kids was there. Like, for example, one little short white guy, I can forget his name. And I think it's Polish American. I forgot, he was Polish American. He kept saying what that Polish people about him, whatever, right? Anyway. Dude sit there and tell me I wanna quit now. Some shit. He said I wanna quit. And the first sergeant was real small. He's a real short dude. This dude look about 5'5" or some shit there. Real short dude. A little bit of a little dwarf, But he had drill so hard for Vietnam Era, he got them thing. And now he tell dude, he said, some privates are young screaming out there. Said, you better do what I tell you, get your ass to formation. And the dude's to the white boy start crying. He said, I just wanted to do this here to prove to my father that I could make it. He ain't finished base training. He ain't still about 2 more weeks. You talking shit there. I said, get your butt side there, right? You meet some of the craziest stuff in base training, fam. I'm talking dudes out there. We had one dude, he was shocking. That's some little nerds. I see these blonde-haired dudes with gray eyes. I got a prejudice towards them. It's not mean hatred like that, but I remember the first one I saw. Really, the first one I saw. It's Fort Dix, right? Shower time, morning time. Had one dude probably having a shower. One dude he's on the side there, right? Ain't getting in the shower. Joe said, "Fuck your problem." Try to get you in the shower. Homeboy's like, "I can't." And I heard him say, "I can't." I'm like, the fuck wrong? He got some sores on his ass or some shit. He said, "I can't." Joe said, "So why you can't?" The private looked at drill star and told him, "It turns me on." He said, "It turns me on." I was like, oh, damn. By the time I got my butt out that shower, he was already packed and going, I ain't see him no more. Those was the good old days in the military, fam, the good old days. Not them like now. Now these little Cub Scouts that they got now, I'm saying. Basic was, wow, you met so many different dudes there, you know what I'm saying? These dudes just pop in your head like, Brew, the chronic masturbator. This dude, I met a chronic masturbator dude. You met a lot of just different people there, you know what I'm saying? Redneck dudes try to act cool with you, but you got the street smart, so you're above them, you know? It's like, talking mess out there. You coming straight from the hood, but you coming in the military, but you got that hood mentality. They don't want you to diddy bop. You know what I'm saying? I don't know for New Yorkers, that's how we walk. I don't know. Get that bop out your walk, soldier. Always yelling at you, screaming. Got to argument with this female drill son. I come cursing out, you be worried about that, fuck that. They said, okay, we got something for you. I was like, yeah. We'll see the FTU. Dude told me that deal. Fuck, whatever. I said, yo, man, what's FTU? He said, what's it called? A fitness training union. He said, it's like a little jail they got over on the side, across the field over there somewhere. He tell you exactly where's that across the field. I was like, oh, man, what I get myself into now? The fuck, man. I ain't get the base train yet. You know what I'm saying? We still in the reception station. So now I'm trying to send me to FTU. Cool. Asked about FTU. One dude said, yo, man, they go swimming there. I was like, where they go swimming? It can't be that goddamn bad. Yeah. I'll tell you what kind of swim we did that goddamn thing, right? So we got the FTU. Now, before we got the FTU, this E7 Vietnam patch all along, looked like he had a little strap belt on his face, and but a smile on his face. He was faking, like, come on, everybody. Like, it's about 15 of us from other battalions and companies who are getting sent as FTU unit for disciplinary, or sometimes people go there, they can't do push-ups too. That's what they call a fitness training unit. You can't do like 13 push-ups. You're like, you gotta go to fitness training, you gotta bulk you up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But us guys, we from, busting them out, but it was nothing. We've been doing push-ups since, early, getting ready for Rikers Island on the block, doing the dips on the bench, man, the back of the block, hitting the blunts and shit like that. So we know I'm miles a little different, right? So now it comes this idea, this was wild. It was wild. Just putting hands on soldiers and every goddamn thing, kicking them in the chest. They kicked Smiley up in the chest. So one dude got dragged down from the third floor from his collar. I saw some stuff in there. Just dog people out. People decided FTU, like homeboys call him, Rubber Man. Yeah, because he had no bones. He was like, I said, man, how long you been, Rubber Man? Dude been for like about, he said, 4, 5, 6. He said, I don't know. I was like, God, you don't fucking know? I was like, y'all gotta get the hell out of here. But I remember the first day how I met Rubber Man, they do it like this jail. So that's what I say. If you're in the military, you can adapt to a prison life more than a regular civilian because you're being regulated. That's the way it is. You're being regulated. So the first, like I said, first night or first morning, what they do, the older guys who've been for a while, they come inside the room, want to tear shit up, act all crazy, mess every goddamn thing up, right? Harassing the called the newbies, right? So I'm on a bunk, right? I'm on top bunk, right? And about 4 or 5 in the morning, so I kicked out, got there doing, yelling and screaming, grab my son. They said, grab my little bunkie, little white dude down there. I said, grab him. He's in panic mode. This motherfucker, I looked down, his eyes been gawked, he's in terror, like, what the hell's going on? What the hell going on? My head going through the whole goddamn floor. These dudes, Mr. Newbies. I jumped on the goddamn thing, said, little goddamn dude, great little goddamn boy, boom, the fuck out of here. Fuck out, man. She better come with my goddamn shit. Still did the whole, the inches of my doors. I know you better come with my goddamn shit. The fuck out. Went back to my goddamn room. I said, fuck wrong with you, punk before you ain't do it. You ain't gonna fight. And when he's sitting looking on skin, you bitch ass before that. That's the way it was. That's like, man. But now you think about it, it was weird. Like, some dormitory settings of, like I said, like a goddamn jail, really like a goddamn jail, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, these are rites of passage, these things you did, right? Then after that, you finish FTU, you do training 3 times a day, 4 o'clock in the morning, waking up, I said, run through the woods. But I got away with that shit. Me and my boy, Rubber Man couldn't run nothing. So I was watching him going slagging back, but I was like, hold up. That's someone they just dip off to the woods. I'm like, oh, I got you. Next morning, I'm slagging to the back. Next year, I see drill Sunday, tell me to make a little turn. Let me rub my head back, go to brass. Probably get about another 45 minutes of sleep or some shit. But don't get caught though. I said, we never got caught. You know what I'm saying? But these were just things that you do as a teenager, say you come into a man. Doing pull-ups. They never do no pull-ups. Eating. They made you crawl for your child after you. Yes, with his these orange sweatsuits. It was too small for a lot of the brothers. And my homie from Texas, all his shit was like up to here shirt. You know what I'm saying? The shoes, the front, they had to cut them on the front because they got to find those 15s for the dude. You know what I'm saying? It's a big motherfucker. He smokes cigars and shit. And he's a little older too, but they're 20s, maybe 30 maybe. You know what I'm saying? Call them big techs. But these now, I say, it's a rite of passage. We see you're around people you've never been around your whole life. My first, we woke up at FTU there. I remember we were supposed to be in formation. I'm sitting there chilling, right? So I see this white dude, he's looking towards like my way. But he's like, get in line, get in formation, yelling and screaming. So I'm like, what the fuck is do this? And I'm thinking talking to somebody behind me though. I'm still talking to this dude here. He said, don't you hear me, this and that? Now look behind me. I ain't see nobody here. I said, where the fuck you talking to? He got quiet. Now, my man, the first time I told him, I said, I'm from Harlem, motherfucker. We don't play that shit. I'll fuck you up. After that dude was like, want to be my best friend there. but he's a big white dude, but he was cool after that. But by that, cause I didn't know he was called the squad leader type shit. He was called squad leader. But I know that was my first day there. So he was able to do that. They supposed to do that shit. But still, they fuck that shit. They don't play that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Had that shit, another white dude that came when I made two base training. You know what I'm saying? White dude him one time. Take the garbage out. What the fuck you talking to? The fuck out of my face, pop motherfucker. He go tell the drill son come down. Oh, you got a problem private? I said, nah, I ain't got a problem. That motherfucker, they got a fucking problem. Made the fuck out of my face. And drill son said, they take the garbage out? I said, fuck, you don't tell me to do shit. He said, well, he's a squad leader. I signed to do that, this and that. And I was like, well, I don't know what the fuck was he telling me shit. He tells me to take the garbage out. Fuck him. The drill son, take the garbage out. Got their problem, you know? Shit like that, you know? He's like little things there, boy. Well, you'll never forget. You'll never forget this. No first time shooting like fucking rifles. No, throw a hand grenade. No, we had one goddamn fool. This is the live goddamn hand grenade. He takes the goddamn thing, throws it, slips out, his fucking hand goes to the back. Everybody run to the front, down the goddamn ground, boom, the shit go to fuck off. You know? We had shit like that in there. You had dudes who try to act so hard, but really soft as goddamn baby powder. You know what I'm saying? They come in there like baby doo-doo. Yeah, one dude's called Gaddafi. He's act real hard. Here's one more, we had to go to the gas chamber. You know what I'm saying? People get scared to go to the gas chamber. They tell them, especially the white people, tell them, do not shave that morning and go to the gas chamber. Because if you do shave, the pores open, the gas gets inside, it's going to burn you more. But no, not these dudes here. They about their shaving and shit and every goddamn thing, right? So anyway, before we all go to the gas chamber, we sitting there, had obstacle courses on that shit the whole goddamn day. And so the time to go to the gas chamber, all the drill sons surrounded us. You can see them dig inside their little the rucksacks, pulling little cans of gas. Like, oh man, go gas. Standing formation, go like this. This is driving the gas. So tell you don't run. Well, it's gonna be the point where you're gonna have to run unless you coming up in your shit if you can get out of there. Had one dude named Gaddafi acting real hard. I saw him, bro. It's just coming up. He panicked. He didn't get to his face yet. His panic started running. He's like, he ran through the crowd. So I came to his eyes. So he started running. He was yelling and screaming. I was like, God damn, dude. Supposed to be hard right dude, you know what I'm saying? He run straight to a goddamn brick wall, boom, almost knocked his goddamn self out. Man, I never outlived that shit there time. I giggled every time I saw his ass there, you know what I'm saying? You see lots of things there, so you meet different people, you know what I'm saying? For the base training, say for the rite of passage. Then after that, you graduate from there. It's an accomplishment. It's something you've done bivouacking, you've been outside the woods, you were doing all this goddamn shit, fucking with the compass, shoot your hand, finding shit and all the bullshit. You do all that shit there. Just imagine a couple, 2-3 months before, you ain't thinking that shit there. Every morning you just wake up, grab your loose goddamn joint and then bullshit around, play some basketball. But now you done did that there, and now you come back home at the base training. It's like boom. In a way, it's like a rite of passage. Like now you've become a man. You've done something. But you dudes out there hoping not done the goddamn thing. You ain't proved you're a man yet. You ain't proved it. Maybe some of you are, but the most are not. Because things you gotta do, you gotta learn and write the rites of passage. And it's not, you don't come with just an age. You learn things, you know what I'm saying? You soak things in, survival, And once you do that there, as far as like, soak everything for survival and whatever it is, you gotta be, that's called a rite of passage. A rite of passage, that's what we need. We need in our culture a rite of passage. What we need is get a bunch of land and get some woods and shit like that, right? And when the little young bloods turn up like 16, 17, this, throw that out in the woods for about a whole month, you know what I'm saying? Give them some little drawers on, you know what I'm saying? Give them a little pair of little sneakers on. Somebody that's barefoot. Give them little shoes on, something, a little spear. Have them go hunt their food for a month. And then come back and say, now you're a man. Now you're accepted inside the society. You know what I'm saying? You're not a child no more. You done went through the rites of passage, fam. If you agree with me, put in the comments if you agree with me that our young bloods need to go through the rites of passage. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you do too. You know what I'm saying? And I'm out, fam. Peace.